Fucking wanna play a game? Let's play a game.
Tats the titty tat boy says we got it wrong. Well then that means Tats is a notorious liar and his stories are bullshit.
Story 1. His mom's house was crashed into by an epileptic driver.
I'll tell you a crazy story about epilepsy. My mom was sitting in her house one day, and this guy who used to cut her grass came running across her yard in his pickup truck and smashed into her house and actually drove the truck all the way into her bathroom through a brick wall and everything, smashed the whole entire side of her house because he had an epileptic seizure. And
Wow.
yeah, and he was passed out. What's that?
For drive?
Yeah, he was driving.
It's against the law. In this state,
Yeah.
if you have seizures, epileptic, you can't drive. It doesn't
No,
matter if
yeah.
you don't have it for 20 years. It's
He
against the
shouldn't
law.
have been driving. He shouldn't have been driving. He could have killed somebody. If anybody had been in that bathroom, they would have been dead.
Who gave them a license for you?
I don't know. I live in Florida, so I don't know. They give licenses to everybody, I think.
Story 2. He knows how. Gator tastes.
With governor there.
Yeah, we have a weird state, man. I live in a weird place. I live in a swamp.
Oh, I'd love to have some gators sometime.
The swamp is getting more human over there. You know?
Yeah.
That'd probably taste pretty good.
It is. And people always joke when they say it tastes like chicken. All these people say it tastes like chicken for everything. Alligator is one of the few things that I would definitely agree with. Definitely is almost indistinguishable.
Really?
Between chicken and alligator. Yeah, there's a slight taste that's a little different, but it's really so close you almost couldn't tell.
Wow.
Yeah, it's good too. It's great. I make a gator taco with I fry some gator up, and then I make and I don't know if some people don't like coleslaw, but I make coleslaw and I put little bits of mango in it, and I throw the fried gator on it, and then I throw a little jalapeno and a little bit of salsa, and that makes a perfect gator taco.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's really good.
Story 3. Drinking the blood of a cobra in Thailand.
Listen to this. You asked me about eating weird things from when I was in the army. In Thailand, they had a tradition of taking a cobra and they would wring it out just like a rag. They would wring the blood out of it into a cup or directly into your mouth. And I did that.
Wow.
Yeah. It's supposed to make you strong.
I will do that myself. But
Story 4. Rice Krispie struck him.
Hey, I mean, when I first started doing my channel, I think I mentioned this before, but
it was in PDF live. PDF,
Rice Krispie put a privacy strike on me, or not privacy strike, a copyright strike. And it was because because I didn't know any better, I just took his damn video and just played it as is on my channel with nothing added to it, just his video.
Damn.
And that's how I learned about all this other stuff, and I didn't realize it,
Rice Krispie is very, very careful with the video, like PDF is,
Yeah, my son looked at me and he goes, "Are you kidding me right now? You literally took his video and you're just playing it on your channel as your own?" I was like, "Oh shit." I didn't realize. I mean, I knew there might be something wrong with it, but what my concept at the time was, I wanted to highlight good auditors and put them in what I called the Hall of Fame, which was a completely shitty idea. But because everybody and their brother takes auditor videos and they just use them for their own purposes. But I can kind of feel better about what I do because I'm sticking it to the assholes.
Yep.
And I've never met an auditor yet that goes, "Hey man, why'd you reuse my reused video?" I've never had anybody tell me that yet. So,
Story 5. How he found Gregory.
man,
I
you
gotta
know
go
what,
back to
Gregory?
that.
The first video I ever watched of yours is you dancing, dude.
Ah.
You were up dancing, doing some kind of robot dance and some fancy moves, and I was like, this dude's pretty cool. So I subscribed to you right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. I watched you, and when you first started contacting me, though, I wasn't too sure about you, and I was thinking you might have been a troll at first. I was thinking about it.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking you were a troll at first. That's why I was asking you. You remember when I used to ask you a few questions that didn't seem like I was trying to figure out who you were?
Oh, yeah, yes.
Yeah, because I even thought that you were a realtor at one time. I thought you sold houses and stuff.
No, yeah, okay, yeah.
You never sold a house in your life, have you?
No. I
Me
I
neither.
worked at warehouse. I worked warehouse for 22 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But
I
I'm
don't
not
think
gonna
I could
mention
do
the
that
name
work.
because
Story 6. He's a big gun guy.
The only reason why I don't show my face and all that other stuff is simply because my wife and my son requested that I don't. Other than that, I wouldn't really care.
no, that's good idea. That's good.
Yeah, but they told me, they prefer that I won't. And, I said, well, nobody knows who the hell I am. They can look at my face all day and they wouldn't guess unless you know me personally.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a problem. I'm armed to the damn teeth. I got more guns than most armories.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm a big gun guy, man.
It's awesome.
I have a lot of guns. It's only because I enjoy shooting. I really have no thought in my head that I'm going to be suddenly invaded by anybody. Um, I just like the sport of shooting,
Yeah.
Story 7. He used to kayak with the monkeys.
I really like history of where I live in Florida here. Florida's got a really crazy history.
Oh yeah, I know. Because
Yeah,
I
Florida.
watch Random Monkey on live sometimes.
Yeah. Did you know that we have wild monkeys that live here in Florida?
No.
Yeah, man. We got a place called the Silver River. If you look up the Silver River one day, you'll see the monkeys that live out there. I used to kayak all the time and visit the monkeys. There's about 1,500 of them that live out there, and they live wild. Nobody takes care of them or anything. They just live out there wild.
Story 8. He has a cat from Pound and a Sharpei.
Yeah, I have a cat too, man.
Yeah. I'm allergic to them, but
Are you?
whatever. Oh yeah, my ex, my first cat that I had, she was her parents spent $200 to get it declawed in the front and the back and
Oh, wow.
and neutered. And then a week later, she just wanted to throw it out the back door
What?
because she found out her son was allergic to cats.
Oh my God.
I was like, no, you're not,
Yeah.
because it wouldn't survive.
No,
Wouldn't
not
be
at
able
all.
to defend itself. So I took her
Yeah.
home, and it's like,
No, that's good of you, man. That's
Yeah.
real good. Yeah, my cat's not even as good looking as your cat. My cat's just plain ass dark gray. Her name's Taco. I got her when she was like 2 months old.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't name her, by the way. Her name was Taco when I got her from the pound.
Yeah, I had to rename mine. I didn't like the name that the pound had her, but I
Yeah.
wanted to make something, similar so that, if they were talking to her, she would recognize it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we got her from the pound. They were actually going to put my cat down that day that I got her. Believe it or
oh,
not.
really?
Yeah, because she had a cold or some kind of sinus infection, and they said, "Oh, you don't want to adopt this cat. We're going to probably be putting her down soon because she's really sick." And I said, "Well, is she treatable? Like, can I give her medicine myself and treat her and nurse her back to health?" "Oh yeah, you can do that if you really want to." I said, "Of course. Why would I allow you to put her down when I can save her, you know?"
No kidding.
Yeah, that was crazy. She was only 2 months old.
Wow.
Yeah. I was like, "You got to be kidding." Because she was a feral cat, I guess. She was in a litter of kittens that, you know, her mother gave birth to her somewhere out on the street, and she was pretty sick, you know. But yeah,
Yeah.
my cat's great, man. I love my cat.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I had a dog for 19 years, and she died after 19 years.
Oh,
No.
that's a
And
long time for a dog.
oh man, you're telling me. I mean, my son grew up with that dog, you know.
Yeah.
And
How big was the dog?
what's that?
What kind of dog was it?
It's a Shar-Pei. You ever hear of a Shar-Pei?
No, I never heard of it before.
If you look up a Shar-Pei's, if you had a bunch of towels sitting on the floor and you had a Shar-Pei laying right next to it, you wouldn't know the difference. They're so wrinkled.
Okay.
They're very wrinkly.
Oh, small dogs then.
Well, not really. She weighed about, I mean, relative to big dogs, yeah, but she at her max weight, she was about 50 pounds.
You watch out. Stop it. You gotta
Oh,
stop
wow.
Yeah, about 50 pounds. When she died, she was down to 26 pounds because she had a stroke is what happened to her.
Story 9. How he got his channel name.
You know what it is, and I don't know if I've told you this story before, but I used to sit here and watch these auditing videos, and I was like, man, I wish I could go out and audit. Man, I
Oh,
wish I could
yeah.
do all that. And then I
Yeah.
thought, what the hell can I do? And that's when I started toying around with different ideas for channels. And somebody, I can't remember even who gave me this name, Troll Auditing the Trolls. I think it was CRA. It gave me this name.
Who's COA?
I don't even know what CRA stands for, to be honest with you.
I
but-
never heard
Prey
of it
audit?
before.
You mean prey audits?
It's just CRA. That's all I know. I got.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. He hangs out with STC a lot.
Who's ST?
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, STC Greg was an auditor from Missouri, but he got arrested a few times, and I used to talk to him like on the phone on just as a friend. And I told him one time, because he was getting really depressed about being arrested and having to deal with all the charges, and his wife was really upset about him always getting arrested and things. And I told him, I said, dude, if it's affecting your family, stop it immediately. Don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's not worth it.
It's not worth it. If what you're doing, if you were single and you didn't have a family and all that, that's one thing. Yeah. But if it's affecting other people, then leave it the hell alone. Don't do it. And so he dropped his channel, and he started another channel trying to go after child molesters.
Yep, and they shut it down.
And they shut that down. So
Why?
he's kind of trying to figure it out, you know.
Yeah, he's trying to get STC back up, STC Media back up, and he's also using the channel Fathers
Fight Back, yeah.
Yeah, Fathers Fight Back, that's right.
Yeah, he was the very first channel I ever made a logo for, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, he just asked me one day. He was like, "Man, I see that you do stuff on your videos. Can you maybe make me a logo or something?" And I was like, "Wow, I can give it a freaking shot and see what I can come up with." You know. And so I gave him like shit. He's picky though, man. Let me just tell you.
Really?
Oh my god. One day he one time I almost lost my shit on him because he goes, TikTok, there's a time limit. He emailed me that. And I was like, are you really kidding me right now? Like, I'm currently working on your shit. I'm about to take a picture of my dick and put it on your logo. But
That's rude.
you know, but then I just kind of relaxed and I was like, you know what? I understand. He was a little anxious and
yeah,
whatever.
but TikTok.
Yeah.
That's kind of, it would make me say, forget you.
Yeah. But you know what, Greg? I don't know what
You're
it is
nice.
about me now.
You're nice.
Well,
like
because
I
of
am.
what I did in the Army as a medic, it taught me a lot about life. Like, because I
Yeah,
watched a lot of people die.
Story 10. His dad had COVID, and his mom has dementia.
Right now, my dad is sitting in the hospital right now. He's 80 years old. He's again in the hospital, and now he's got COVID. Who knows? Tonight might be his last day. I don't know. But he's way the hell up pretty far away from where I'm at, so I can't go over there right now. By the way, that phone call I took, my dad's doing pretty well. He just called me.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's very well.
Yeah, he just called and said he's doing okay. So hopefully he gets out of there soon. My mother, see, the problem is my mother has dementia. So somebody always has to be with her at her house. So right now, my brother's up there taking care of her.
That's good.
Oh, that's good to have family.
Oh, yeah.
Story 11. He is youngest of 3 and was going to be named Wendy.
Yeah, we have, let's see, I'm the youngest of 3 brothers, by the way.
Yeah, me too. I'm the youngest of 1 sister.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the youngest of 3 boys. I was supposed to be the girl. Crazy. My name, believe it or not, was supposed to be Wendy Elizabeth. I would have hated that name. I would have hated that name.
Oh boy.
And I would tell you my real name, but I can't because I got trolls, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And I will tell you that photo that I put up on the internet, I am in that picture.
Story 12. How you was wounded during service.
Wounded Warrior Project. They really did a good job on my house. They refurbished it and everything for me.
Oh, you were wounded in war?
Yeah, I don't really talk about it too much, but
you don't have. Yeah, you don't have to. But I'm.
But no,
sorry.
it's all good. But yeah, I was. I mean, not. I wasn't shot. I was just blown up a couple of times.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
being blown up's not fun.
No.
Lucky story 13. How he got his new laptop and the idiot doxed himself.
My last laptop took an absolute crap. I don't even know what happened to it. It just refused to update.
I know, and
it
my last laptop, it's really weird. It will.
Now I have a very expensive one, and it better work for a long time.
Yeah. It'll show everybody, like all my neighborhood, throughout my neighborhood, all their Wi-Fi's, but it won't find mine.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking maybe the Xfinity, the receiver or whatever they gave me might be more upgraded than the computer.
Right.
Something like that.
I mean, my laptop now is a gaming laptop. It's Alienware.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and they are really nice. It was actually given to me. I didn't even buy it. Somebody gave it to me.
What laptop was it?
As a gift. What's that?
What laptop was it?
It's called Alienware.
Never heard of it before.
Well, it has a giant alien on it, so you can't miss it. And it's got a beautiful light up keyboard. Like right now, I'm sitting in the dark and I can see everything just fine. It's beautiful. And my nephew's rich, so he buys me stuff sometimes. and he really is rich. I mean, I'm not even lying. I told you that my nephew's ex-NFL player, right?
Yes.
Yeah. He played for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Did he really?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Played for the Pittsburgh Steelers for 8 years.
Wow. That's so
man.
Cool.
Yeah, it is cool. To be honest with you, like nobody in my family's ever been famous for anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, now the story is basically my brother married their mother when they were very young. I almost said his name. People are gonna dox me. But he's black and his mother was black, you know, and so my brother married a black woman with children, and
Yeah.
and you know, no big deal to me at all. I mean,
Yeah, I
no
don't
big
see any
deal.
problem with that.
Heck, I'd go black. I dated a couple of I dated a Hispanic girl at one time, a girl straight from Mexico, and she was probably my favorite girlfriend of all time. She cooked like I don't even know what, man. She cooked some stuff.
That's
And
one thing. That's one thing I cannot stand is racism. I don't understand. I don't understand why people are like that. You know?
I don't understand how you can be angry at somebody by the way you're born.
Exactly, because we all look underneath the same underneath the skin.
I can't help I can't help how I was born any more than anybody else can help how they were born. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You know.
If you can accept me for who I am, then I can accept you for who you are. I think it's ridiculous, man. I think it's a ridiculous thing. And my nephew actually taught me a lot about walking in his shoes and what kind of life he experienced as an African American male. Some things that I never even realized as Mr. White man all my
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
I never experienced a lot of the things that he would tell me about and talk to me about and things like that, and things that I observed him go through. I'll give you an example. When my nephew was playing college football, he was up at downtown Disney, which is kind of like, I don't know if you've ever been to downtown Disney, but it's kind of like an open air, got a bunch of stores and things like that, almost like a strip mall but fancier. And anyway, he was there with a bunch of future prospects to play for the team that he was playing for, and they were all up there just hanging out, having a good time, but they all just happened to be gigantic defensive black football players, right? And because some little sorry ass white security guard was pissing in his boots when he saw these big black guys coming towards him, he thought they were suspicious and they were loitering, and they called the police. And because they weren't buying anything, and by the way, I never bought a damn thing visiting up at downtown. It's too damn expensive, you know.
No
And
kidding.
they were actually there just to go watch a movie, but they were hanging out, going through the stores before the movie started.
Yeah.
And they were all trespassed for life from Walt Disney World.
Are you kidding me?
Just because they did not buy anything. They were going in and out of stores like anybody else does, window shopping and stuff. I did it 1,000 times in my lifetime.
Wow.
And they were trespassed for being black, I guess. That's all I can come up with. And it became a big deal. It actually made some local newspapers and local news stations and things like that, because of course these were college football players, you know.
Yeah.
And unbeknownst to the Disney World people, one of those gentlemen's father was a civil rights attorney.
Really?
Yeah, so they kind of stepped in a little bit there, and he took them to task. Let's put it to you that way. So yeah, my nephew was drafted in the 6th round by the Pittsburgh Steelers, and at first I didn't think anybody was going to pick him up because the 6th round was kind of late, you know.
Yeah.
And he, all his football career, I don't know what position you played, but what position did you play, by the way?
I was a lineman, and I was also a defensive. Oh my god, I'm having a brain fart.
Defensive end.
Yeah, defensive end.
Okay. Yeah, he was a middle linebacker. He was still a middle linebacker. Let me tell you how crazy this guy was back in high school. I sat and watched a game that should have only been like 2.5 to 3 hours long. That game ended up being like 4 hours long, almost 5 hours long, because he put 6 kids in the hospital that one game.
Your brother?
My nephew.
Or your nephew? Wow.
My nephew. Yeah. just and not because he was doing anything other than just playing football, but it was like watching a man on the field with just kids because of his size and everything.
Wow, because of his strength,
And because of his strength, he was just a monster. And
Wow.
that, by the way, I never fear a damn thing when he's walking down the street with me.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
he will
yeah.
definitely turn
Wow.
somebody inside out, messing with his Uncle Tat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, good guy, man, and very good guy. Made good money. And I don't mind saying he made probably about 35 million over the 8 years that he played.
Damn.
Nice.
Yeah, so I got to do a lot of things that I never would have ever got to do. Like I got to drive his Lamborghini Huracan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's a badass car. Let me just tell you something though,
Jeez.
man. As a guy that was driving not a Chevy, a Toyota Corolla at the time, when you hit the
Wow.
gas just a little bit on a Lamborghini Huracan, that shit takes off like a bat out of hell. Like your butthole ends up in your mouth. Like it is powerful, man. The other
Yeah.
thing is the the door handles on like a car when you reach in there and you pull up on the door handles.
Yeah.
When you're driving or when it's just locked, the door handles recess into the door.
Really?
So you're not just reaching over there and grabbing it. You have to hit the little key fob, and then the little handles come out, and you grab the handle and pull it open. And that's pretty crazy, man.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, his car was like, it was beautiful too. It was like an orange, like a orange popsicle color, if you can imagine what that looks like that kind of a color. Beautiful car. But he had
Yeah.
us a few cars, but anyway, he's as down to earth as he's always been, even before he played in the NFL. I mean, he's a great guy, man.
Yeah.
And right now he coaches for a high school in Pittsburgh.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, so good guy, man.
So he's taking his info and spreading it.
Jane was never a Steelers fan. Shame on you, Jane.
Hey, I'm from Indiana. I got to go with the Colts.
But you can't help who you're drafted by. You know what I mean?
Suck.
I was hoping that he was drafted by like a Florida team because that's where I'm from. I was.
Oh, yeah.
Hoping,
It'd be easy for you to go and see him.
Yeah, I was hoping that he would down here, but they didn't pick him up down here. They kept going through all these team names. I was watching the draft on TV. And I was actually at work at the time, and I'm sitting there watching it on my computer. What I wasn't supposed to be doing, but it's my nephew. He's in the draft. And what is my nephew doing, by the way, during the draft? In his bedroom playing Madden football.
Really?
Yeah, that's exactly what he was doing.
He
said
watching?
he was doing that. He was doing that because they were going to call him. You know what I mean? He wasn't even watching it on. He was so damn nervous that he just wanted to keep his mind off of it. But he said everybody kept coming in my room saying, "Oh, we're on the 5th round. We're on the blah blah blah," and he's like, "Leave me the hell alone. When they call me, then I'll know."
Yeah.
And when they said Steelers, I was pretty happy about that because Steelers are a pretty legendary team,
Yeah, they were. And they still are.
Yeah. I mean, and by the way, their head coach, Tomlin, excellent guy, man. Excellent guy.
Is he?
Coach Tomlin, very nice guy, man. And by the way, what was his name, man? I met him and we went to his house. He invited us over to his house, like was Big Ben Roethlisberger. That's what it was. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, man. I ate dinner at his house and everything, just like I was family, man. I felt like I was part of the family. Very down to earth.
Wow.
Oh yeah, man. Salt of the earth guy, man. Like he would, like if you were on the side of the road and you had a flat tire, he would stop his car and definitely change your tire for you. Like he's very nice guy, man.
That's awesome.
We told you, Tats. Go away because you cannot troll. You claim we are wrong. Then you are a known liar that lied to 2 mentally challenged disabled men for at least 2 hours. Rat-a-tat, tat tats. You are done.